Okay.
Okay, so now we are live here. So, hello everybody. I'm just gonna we're a little bit late here, so I'm just gonna put a note in the group. Are you in the Facebook group? Okay.
Myself, I don't think so.
We are live now. All right, so I'm just gonna put a little note in there so that they know because I think that we had people waiting and then okay, now we got people back on. All right, so there are two people that are watching live. Sorry about that. We had a little bit of a delay. Some technical issues, I guess, getting set up.
Technical issues, guys. Thanks.
Okay, so today we have teacher. Is it Favi? Is that how you say
Favi. Mhm.
it? Favi? Okay, we have teacher Favi here, and she is going to be talking to us about Amazing Talker. So before you get into Amazing Talker, can you give us a little bit about your background? Like, where did you come from online teaching?
Sure. So online teaching, my first official online teaching job was actually Palfish, which is how I found Jillian, of course. And then through that, I really, really, really enjoyed something that I kind of stumbled upon. So I really enjoyed the online teaching world, and I wanted to start working more with adults because after doing free talk at Palfish, I really enjoyed that, and I thought I really want to work with these kinds of people, like intermediate students, advanced students, pronunciation, helping students in those areas. So after that, I found, of course, various companies, tried them out, and then I like Amazing Talker because you're able to build your own lessons. It's a marketplace.
Okay, so how long have you been working for Amazing Talker?
For Amazing Talker, I started, I think, about a year ago.
Okay,
About a
so
year
you're not new.
ago.
So
Mhm.
you've been doing this for a little bit, and
Mhm.
with Amazing Talker, you said it's like a marketplace and it's for just adults, or could you do kids as well? Is it for like
Yeah,
everybody or?
every everybody. They are based in Taiwan, so I think most of the students come from Taiwan, but they really are all over the world. It's kind of like if you've heard about Italki or Preply, Cambly. So they're from all over, but mainly Taiwan. So it's still a small company compared to, for example, Italki, which is huge, right?
They must be
So,
recruiting like crazy right now because I see in all the ESL groups there are a lot of people that are posting recruiting posts for Amazing Talkers. So either they're going through a growth spurt or they are preparing for a growth spurt. Which do you think it is?
probably, yeah. I think because also a lot of teachers who were with these Chinese companies, like I was also with Magic Years. I didn't mention that, but I was also with Magic Years and GoGo Kid. GoGo Kid suddenly shut down, so I think there was that migration with teachers with a lot of experience that can now say, okay, I want to set my own rates. I want to get my own students in a way through a marketplace. So I want to join Amazing Talker. Mm-hmm.
Very cool. All right. So for those of us that are joining us live, if you have any questions about this, I'm going to be shooting her like spitfire questions here. Sorry, Fabi. I'm going to be giving her questions, but if you have any questions that I don't ask at any point in time, if you're wondering something and I haven't asked it yet, or if you're just popping in and you have any questions, put them in the chat and she will answer them. So, um, what requirements do you need in order to work for Amazing Talker?
Okay, so there are no specific requirements. I mean, you can be of any nationality and you can have a certification, you can have a teaching background, no teaching background, no certification. They are not too picky about that, but it is beneficial for the teacher like yourself. If you have experience already, it will be easier for that teacher to join, to make their own lesson plans, and to market themselves in that platform. But there are no other requirements.
And how do they treat the I hate this. So you're not in the Facebook group, but I've gone off on this a couple of times because I hate the term. But how do they treat the non-native speakers?
Well, since it's a platform for everybody, I mean, there are teachers of other languages. I really haven't seen any difference in that regard. Like, I haven't experienced anything about that. The only difference that they have is depending on the language that the teacher teaches, there's different commission rates. So I'll get into that right away because this is something that I know people are want to know about. The commission rate is 38% if you make less than $100 a month. The commission rate will decrease with each $100 that the teacher makes.
So say you're making $1,000 a month, and that's pretty low. But say you're making $1,000 a month. What is your commission rate?
So let's take out the calculator. So you would do 38 and then minus the 100, 200, so about 10. It's a rough calculation right now, so perhaps it would be around 28% of the commission rate.
It takes off like 1% for each
100. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
1% for each 100. Yeah, it's a little bit, you got to do some math around that area. So don't take my word for it because I just did like a quick calculation.
How does that work? Does it go by what you made the previous month, like Palefish's point systems, or does it go with what you've made so far in the month?
It goes by the month. So let's say if in a month your projection is, let's say, $200. Let's say you have these classes booked and the projection is that you will make $200 in January of 2022, then your commission rate is 37%. Because it's 100 plus 200.
It's based off your projection?
Right.
How do they figure out? Do they just go by like what your previous months are? Like how do they figure out?
By your booking, sort of by your booking. So if you're booked out for the month, it's kind of like that projection. That's what I figured out.
Okay. So do they have like weekly bookings? Do people have like a fixed schedule with you? Is it kind of like Free Talk where they just call you, kind of like Free Talk with Palefish? Or I think more people are familiar with like Cambly where they can just call in like the hot hours like that. Like how does your booking work?
So if I'm to compare the booking system, I would not compare it to Cambly because I don't think it's that similar. I think it's more similar to the Palfish Free Talk, where you have a trial lesson with a student. And then if the student says, yes, I want this teacher as my regular teacher, then I will buy her package of 10 lessons or her or his package of 10 lessons, package of 20 lessons. The main goal is to get regular students. That way they can book, whatever, once, twice, 3 times a week, and get you booked for that whole month or get you booked for 2 months, 3 months, whatever. It's really between you and the student. When you have a trial lesson, you want to convert that student to a regular student.
Okay. Do you set your own rates, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you set your own package rates too?
You can. Yeah, it's very flexible in that area. So if you're an experienced teacher, for example, and you want to say, I want to offer a pronunciation coaching package, you can go ahead and do that and tell the student during your trial, I offer these services and you can offer them a package. Now, with that being said, since it is a marketplace, since there is competition, when a new teacher joins, what they can do is they set their rates for lower. So let's say about $3 for 25 minutes of a trial lesson. And you can adjust your trial lesson length. By the way, it is not strict at all. Again, it's kind of like running your own business and you're attached to a company who does the marketing. So you set a trial rate of $3 per hour, so to say, and then you can start out low just to get more students. But once you get more students, you could increase your rate. That's usually the way to go for new teachers who join the platform.
So the students that are taking classes, so like they take the $3 trial with you, is that going to be like their rate as long as they're with you, or how does that work?
That's just the trial. There's only one trial class for 25 minutes or whatever you set it to. And then if the student decides to purchase your lesson, they will get either a 5 lesson pack or 10 lesson pack or a 20 lesson pack, or you can make your own package for the normal rate of 50 minutes or whatever you choose per lesson.
Okay. So then once their package runs out, so like say you start your rates low and you start your rates at like $10 per like 30-minute class or 25-minute class or whatever. And then later on, once you're experienced, you can raise that. They will still have the $10 per class rate until their package runs out, and then they have to repurchase. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. I see how that is.
And I do want to mention one thing, that they have a mentoring program. So this is something that I encourage new teachers who are signing into the platform to take advantage of, because you can get into the platform, join a team, a mentoring team, and they will tell you all the algorithm, how to navigate the algorithm. If you sell more packages, you get more students, how to fill your schedule, and all of that. I am not an official mentor. I've just picked up some tips along the way, but they will give the new teacher the entire information about how to get more bookings.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. So Kathleen wants to know, do they have their own curriculum, or is it strictly making and bringing your own?
It's a platform, and you're basically marketing your own skills, so you do make your own curriculum. Yeah.
Okay. So it's kind of like you're an independent or it's kind of like you're owning your business and you're doing your own thing, but you're doing it with their student base. So it's much
Exactly.
like OutSchool or My Cool Class or italki, probably those kinds of companies. Okay. All right.
Exactly.
So MLab wants to know what the age range is. I don't know who.
Ooh, from 2 years old to, it's a really wide age range, like all sorts of students are coming in, all sorts. And you can specify on your teaching profile and on your intro video who your target audience, like who your target students are. But
Okay.
the age range is everyone.
Okay. And what do you think is a general like booking? Like most of the teachers that work there, do they have I don't want to say most of the teachers, because it really depends. No matter where you're working, I will put this out there.
Yes.
No matter where you're working, you have the ability to be successful no matter where you're working. So I don't care if you're working at My Cool Class, if you're working at OutSchool, if you're independent, if you're working here, like I don't care. But because you're capable, there's going to be people that don't do much with it, and then there's going to be people that like shoot through the sky. But in your experience, Favi, from like you and the teachers that you've worked with, what's their success rate? How are they doing?
They're doing so, like you said. I was going to say the same thing. It depends. Like, so I'll give you my example. Personally, I do not have a book schedule, like a full pack schedule, because I am not a full-time online teacher. And yet someone else I referred to, she was in there for about a month, 2 months. 2 months in, her schedule was fully booked. I mean, she has hundreds of reviews by now. So it depends how much you're willing to work. If you are here and you're 20 hours, let's say you're a 20 hours per week teacher, you have your own lessons, you have a great optimized profile, a great picture, a great profile video, you're attracting the right students, and you join a team, that also helps, then you can get fully booked. 1 month, 2 months. I've heard maybe 3 months is the average, 3 or 4 months to get fully booked.
What do most people charge? Is this a platform where most people are charging like low rates, or is this a platform where it's pretty much a fair price?
And it's pretty fair. I mean, some mentors are charging like $100 per session. Some mentors are charging 50, 40. I've worked with a mentor who charges $12 per 25-minute trial and 40 per 50-minute lesson for a Japanese class. So for English, definitely you could charge more. It really depends. You would have to speak with your mentor and see what they recommend best. But really, the range is really wide depending on what skills you can provide to your students. If you have a great trial class, the student will pay for your service. They will pay to get the lesson, get their English problem solved. Yeah.
So I actually where am I here? Where did it go? Hold on. Hold on a second. This is welcome to the world of I have everything showing in my, can you guys see this? Can you guys see the screen? Oh, can you see the screen? Right? You guys can see the screen, right? Okay, so just looking here, we've got like $23 for 50 minutes, $14 for 50 minutes, $19, 35, 23. So you could see here, it is a very wide range. $1 for 25 minutes. That must be a trial, I'm assuming, because that's really low. Okay, so just kind of looking at like what they're pricing, those must be the trials then, right? Those would be the trials. Oh, and now I lost you. Hold on a second. Now I lost your sound. Hold on. Let's see if I can hear you now. Yeah, can you hear me? Oh, I lost your sound. I can't hear you anymore. Can you guys let me know in the chat? Can you hear her? Is it just me? Oh. Okay. You guys can hear her? I'm broken. I broke myself. Okay. What am I doing here? I don't know why I can't hear you. Oh, I cannot. Oh, okay. They can't hear you. Okay. They cannot hear you. Let me see. All right, try it again. Nope. I just broke her. Okay. I think she's going to come back because she said 1 minute. Well, I'm pretty sure that's what she said. Couldn't really actually hear her. But does anybody else have any questions for when she comes back? We can shoot questions at her again. And yes, Kathleen here said that it looks like a bridge to more independent teaching. It does. If this is the one that works for you, then yeah, okay. Let's see. On average, students are paying 20 or so per hour. They take 28%. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. I think that you can. I'm trying to do math here on a broken phone. Look what I did on my phone, guys. This is my phone right now. So if I don't get back to you right away, it's because I can't really see that great. So I kind of am doing it by muscle memory here. Oh, Bobby's back. Okay.
Okay. Hopefully everybody can hear me now.
Whatever it happened, it fixed. Okay. So Miss J said on average students are paying 20 or so per hour. They take 28%. Are you able to make a livable income off of this? Is this a company that you would recommend if they were really serious about going all in and making a lot of money, or is this kind of more of a side gig hustle?
Mm-hmm. So I will answer for myself personally. It's a side gig for me. Now, through the mentors that I've talked with, and through, for example, if you check out Susan Brown's YouTube channel, she's an official mentor for Amazing Talker. There is a possibility, I will say it that way, there is a possibility of making a pretty good income on Amazing Talker for those who want to be full-time teachers, for those who are full-time.
Okay, so they take 28% for less than $100, or it was 38%, right?
38.
Okay, so let's figure for your first 100 here, if you're getting paid $20 or if $20 or so. So figure you've got
it's about
$100 times, what is it, 68%. So you'd be making 68 out of your first $100, and then you'd be making 69 out of your next 100. So all right, so it's not It's probably not the best option out there, but I think that it's probably a
Mm-hmm.
really good option for maybe like our friends that are in countries that aren't usually hired from, people who don't have experience.
Yeah.
Like it's probably like a good platform to start with for a lot of people, right?
Yeah. Or people who want to go independent but don't want to do a lot of marketing. Because if someone purchases a class from Amazing Talker, the more purchases you get, the more, let's say, your profile is more visible. Kind of like how Palfish work, right? If you put out videos, if you have a great intro video, like your profile is more visible to people. So maybe that, but that's right. They do have a really high commission rate, which is, I think, something that kind of scares people away. That and the lesson planning, those are the two things.
I would say, oh, okay. Anna wants to know if they can apply by phone.
On their phone, sure, yeah, they can apply by phone, no
All right.
problem.
So we'll talk about the application process in a second, but I like the way, like, so my personal opinion on this, I guess, is that if you're planning on paying for your own marketing or doing your own marketing for students, whether it be on social media or paid ads or WeChat or like well, that is social media, but email marketing, if you're planning on doing all of that stuff, then this is not the platform for you. You should be going more independent where you're not getting paid such a high commission. If you are planning on doing that in the future, but you're not ready for it yet, and you want to get into a marketplace that has existing students, this might be an option for you. Right?
Mm-hmm. If you
Right.
want to get some practice,
Yeah.
with.
Yeah. And you still have to, you still have to like create your profile, make your intro videos, create your lessons, design your curriculum. But there isn't too much marketing. It's a good stepping stone to going independent then. For those,
Exactly.
for those who
Or
are.
it could be a combination, exactly, a combination of it.
Okay. So Kathleen said she is going to apply there. Can you walk us through the application process a little bit? What do you have to do?
Sure, I have some, let me see here. I have some pictures of it so I don't go through things. But yeah, so if you want to apply, oh, one thing, if you want to use my referral link, I am allowed to interview new teachers, but it's on a first come, first serve base. So if someone does want to be interviewed or do their demo lesson together with me, then they would have to let me know when they apply so I can track their application. Okay, that being said, so they will ask people for their phone number and email. So they're checking phone numbers to make sure, where you're applying from. After that, you need to confirm your email as you need to with all of us. They will ask you where you found us. So you can enter recommended by a friend, recommended by a teacher. And then they will just ask you to fill out your time zone and then your profile. So in your profile, let me see if I can pull it up over here on the screen. Kind of a little blurry, but that's what it looks like. There are several boxes that you will need to complete in order. So they will ask the teacher for any information, teaching experience, their resume. They're not super picky on the resume, but it is good to highlight as much experience or as many strengths as you can. They will ask the teacher for the price setting. So again, you can put $3 per trial, and then it'll give you a range for your 50-minute lessons. And general availability, the more slots the teacher opens, the more chances they have of getting a trial student.
Okay. Are there bonuses for like anything, any kind of bonus?
Ooh, yeah, good question. At the moment for teachers, you know what? I am not aware of any bonuses at the moment for teachers themselves. Right now, they only have a bonus with students and taking 100 lessons. So I haven't checked that out.
Okay, so like if a student signs up or like uses your referral link to jump into a class or anything like that, like
Mm.
there's
Oh, okay. So if a teacher uses a referral link to refer another teacher, they only get $10 for a sign up, and if they teach more classes, then they get more. If you use my referral link as well, you also get a $20 coupon to take a language class. Those are the only ones I have at the moment.
Okay. Okay. So there are bonuses. The referral bonuses aren't that great, but it is a marketplace, so it's or place to stay. I'm not understanding that. There's a comment in there that I'm not understanding. I can hear you, okay, or a place to stay. I think I missed something. I'm not sure, Kathleen. I'm not sure what that comment meant. Yeah, and I don't want to ask you about your personal rates unless you're comfortable sharing that. Are you comfortable sharing that?
I am. So right now I was on like a hiatus, but what I did was and I brought them down because I was doing like a 2022 promotion thing. So I think it's at 18 right now. What I did was with every new student that I got, I would raise them a little bit. And I think I got up to 26 at one point.
Okay. And that's per hour?
Per 50 minutes.
Per 50 minutes.
Per 50.
Okay. Let's see. There's another question that I had, but I forgot it was.
Sure.
Okay.
But
Oh, go ahead.
Again, I do want to say that the best thing a teacher can do if they want to like hit the ground running would be to enter. You want to study the profiles. They can shoot me any questions about what to put on their profile or video, because I've gotten some feedback from official mentors. And then join a team, and they will help them out to optimize their profile, to set the rates, to adjust rates, to attract more students, and all of that.
Yeah, actually, Kathleen just put in the chat too. She said mentoring is always helpful. Yeah, that was one of the things that I liked about the Palefish program when Palefish was a thing. And if you're still with Palefish, guys, like jump off that sinking ship. So there are some people that are still they're like they're still there, and if you're still with one of these Chinese companies, with the exception, I would say the exception would be like VIP Kid Global, because they're not like marketing in China really so much anymore. But if you're still with one of these Chinese companies like Palefish, just because they're still operating doesn't mean they're going to be operating tomorrow. And there are a million other ways that you can go and make more money doing the same thing. Palefish was a great starting point for a lot of us, but it's, you're not the captain of the ship. You don't have to go down with it. Okay. Like you can make more money by going to an online marketplace or by going to, going independent. And, Favi was, she came from Palefish too. So she knows the thing. Actually, speaking of Palefish, I haven't really come out and talked about this, but, if you are still with them, I think that you might be expecting pay cuts soon too, because they did a hiring spree. And so the way that they work is they usually offer new teachers a rate that's lower than the existing teachers, and they say, oh, don't worry, your rate's not going to lower. But then within a couple of months, your rate now matches the new teacher's rate. That's what they've done quite a few times over the past like year and a half. And they are now on another hiring spree, and they're offering online teachers. They're offering new teachers, new signups, a very low. Let me see. Somebody sent it to me in the messenger. They're offering them a really low rate here of. See if I can find it here. I'm on my computer and I can't. Okay, so a really low rate of. Where is it? Oh, come on. Where is it? Of course, I can't find it. I forgot what it was. It was really, really low though. Where is it? I can't find it. I don't know. I will talk about it later at some point in time. But I would be expecting that if you're with them, that you can expect something to happen again within the next coming months. I've done everything except finding students. I'm very shy too. Marketing is intimidating.
Mm.
That's kind of where these marketplaces are good for you, because you don't have to market. If you're, you are, I do recommend to figure out how to do, I mean, you are business owners now. You are entrepreneurs, and marketing should be, if you want to grow, marketing should be on your list of things to learn how to do. I know that it's intimidating, and there are very simple ways to do it, but we've, like the great Chinese, we need to come up with a catchphrase for it. The great Chinese shutdown, the great, I don't know. We need to come up with a name for that.
Gotta brainstorm on that.
Yeah. But all of that happened, it kind of showed us that we're best off when we're in charge of our own thing, right? Like somebody else, and even like working for Palefish and working for all these other companies. VIP Kid did a pay cut not that long, in 2020, I believe, too, or 2019, 2020. It was in 2020, summer 2020. I think they did a pay cut. But like, even working for these companies, like you know that you don't have control over your pay to a certain degree. You don't know what they're going to do. You don't know, like tomorrow you can wake up and they can be closed, or they can cut your pay, or they can add penalties. They can do a lot of those things. And if you have, even if you're not doing this marketing, even if you're not, or you only do a little bit of marketing, or what, to just be prepared and have some idea on how to market somewhere, whether it be email or Instagram or Facebook or WeChat or something. Just having some idea, having that in your back pocket, if this is something that you plan to do long term. It is something that everybody should know at least a little of, so that if something happens, you have that in your back pocket and you're protecting yourself. The only person that you can really trust and depend on is yourself. When it really comes down to it, you're a business owner. Nobody else is responsible for your success. So marketing is hard. Where a lot of people are coming in here from not business owning jobs. So yeah. Is there anything else that you'd like to share about Amazing Talker?
Sure. Going alongside with marketing, though the platform does market people's profiles, if you do your own marketing, it's even more beneficial for you to get more students. So if a teacher has Facebook, Instagram, they can link their Amazing Talker teacher talker profile. They can link it, or they can.
Okay. Yes, they can. Okay. I'm going to give you, okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So you're coming here from the Amazing Talker, from the teacher perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I'm somewhat of a marketing expert when it comes to a lot of things. And that's like one of the things that I have the coaching program available for. I'm just going to tell everybody, do not link your Amazing Talker link, your OutSchool link, your My Cool Class link, your whatever link it is when you're doing it. You need to get into email marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the thing. Okay, say you pay for Facebook ads. Okay. Favi, you're getting some free coaching right now. Everybody that's on here is getting some free coaching right now. You guys are all getting a little bit of marketing training. We do go into this more in the coaching membership program that I have, which I will link if I haven't already. But say you are you pay for Facebook ads for your English lessons, and you link them to your Amazing Talker, or maybe you don't even pay for Facebook ads. You get it organically, which is a little bit harder on Facebook right now with the like pages to grow organically. That's kind of a 2016 thing where like pages worked organically. It's not as easy anymore, but you get this out there, you get this connection, whether it's paid or organic. And you link them to Amazing Talker and they sign up. you have just given Amazing Talker their email address, their name, all of their information, all of the hard work that you put in, whether and the money, if it was a paid ad, went to Amazing Talker instead of yourself. Now, say you decide you're going to go independent or you're going to move your classes somewhere else in the future. You no longer have that information and you paid for it, most likely, if you got it through Facebook ads, right? So what I would recommend doing is having an email collector, and then through email marketing, sending them to your classes. Like, say, for example, you're offering a $3 trial, right? And you said your $3 trial would be for 25 minutes, right? So you
And you
have
can set it however you want.
what was that?
Oh, yeah. And the teacher can set it to whatever time they want when they message the students. But yeah,
Right.
usually 25 minutes.
Right. So say that that's what you're doing. You're doing a $3 trial. And for those of you who say like $6 an hour is not good, you are correct. However, if you were going independent, that might be something you do anyways, is offer free trials. So, this is a marketplace, but it's kind of in between being independent and working like for a company, if that makes any sense. So you're offering this $3 trial. So you can say on your Facebook ad or your Facebook post or your Instagram post or your WeChat or wherever you're marketing. Is it accessible in China, actually?
They are based in Taiwan, so I don't know about mainland China.
Okay. All right. I'll do a quick search and see if the website works on there. But say you have this ad that's going out. Instead of saying sign up with Amazing Talker and for a $3 lesson, you would say, me, the expert teacher Favi. I am the teaching expert. I am amazing. I'm not Amazing Talker. I am Favi. You're marketing yourself. And you say, like, I will, you'll get a $3 class. Like, this is a limited time deal, whatever. You can have a $3 class with me. Just enter your information. Now they're on your email list, whether you're using, MailChimp or ConvertKit or whatever, but they're on your mailing list. They're on your email list now. So now you have the ability to market new classes to them, to market deals to them. You have the ability to do your own marketing, whether it's through Amazing Talker or somewhere else. So if you are going to do your own marketing, I do not recommend putting the Amazing Talker link there. They click on that link, they can go to another teacher. They can just go away and never be seen again. And then you just miss that chance of a connection, if that makes any sense. So when you're doing that's what I would recommend personally. So not to I wasn't trying to jump down your throat there, but when you're marketing, especially if you're doing anything paid and it's not just organic, but even organic, you are marketing yourself. It doesn't matter what company you're working for. You are the product, not Amazing Talker, not OutSchool, not My Cool Class. You are the amazing teacher that, and if you're doing the work for it, you get their information. You get them on your email list, right?
That email listing is a good way to go. I know that some teachers who want to market want to start doing that as well. What do you think about putting it on their IG bio, for example, without, and of course, no paid ads or anything, but for free, like their own profile?
I would still say not Amazing Talker. You're gonna put your opt-in.
So their own funnel and their own.
Yes. So if you're going through GrooveFunnel or you're going whatever, but you're gonna direct them to their opt-in. So instead of having Amazing Talker on your Instagram profile bio link wherever you're marketing it, you're not going to share that. You're going to share sign up now for a free trial lesson or whatever, and it's going to direct them to your email list. Then you'll have it automated to send out. Now, if you're brand new and you have no idea how to do any of that, yes, go ahead and put your Amazing Talker link on there, your OutSchool link, any of that. But if you're ready to accelerate and you're ready to grow and take the next step up, then we're going to do it through email marketing, and you're going to do it through your own email marketing, not somebody else's, because you are the boss. You are the captain of your own ship. You're not going to just hand off your, what you worked for to another big company. But yeah, so if you have no idea how to do it and it's just overwhelming, it's better to put something there than nothing. But when you're ready I highly recommend to step up and do your own email marketing.
Great.
Welcome to my TED Talk. Sorry.
No, it's great. So hopping along with what you said for the new teachers who are not ready for that step, if they put their direct profile on their link, on their bio, wherever, the more clicks or the more views they get on their Amazing Talker profile will boost their visibility. So once they get into the platform, they'll see like the mentors look at all these statistics and all the algorithm and things like that. So that does help boost their algorithm for visibility to get more students.
That's good. And the other thing, once you get into like, so they put their information in there, and then after you have their email, then the email that you send out, and you would have it as an automated thing, but the email that you send out would actually have, then it would have your Amazing Talker profile link on it, so they could go to it that way. But you don't ever, like, you're doing your own marketing. This is for you. Like, yeah. How can I get your help in enrollment in Amazing Talker? I think that's a question for you, Favi.
Okay, sure. If you want to get, if you want to use the referral link, I'm not sure. I sent it to Jillian, so I'm not sure how to.
It is in the description box.
Here. Okay, awesome. And then you can also contact me at my Instagram. It's TEALLOON, and just send a private message. I can, give you any tips, pointers through voice message or just Instagram message.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's Instagram. It's TEALLOON. Okay, so this is where you can find her on Instagram. And if you are following me on Instagram, she's actually tagged in my last post. So you can find her that way too.
Yeah.
All right. And for help for enrollment in anything, like you guys can do this. I know you can do it. You said there's the mentorship programs too, which will help.
Exactly. The mentorship is I can guide you to find a helpful mentor. Let's just say that, because there are many mentors and some are more helpful than others. So we can look for a good mentor for the new teachers. Yes.
Yeah, it always depends on your personality and who you click with too. So if people are attracted to you, they'd probably be more attracted to the people that you'd recommend them to too, right?
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah. So the classes, are they on Zoom or is it like?
Oh, yes. Yes, sorry, totally forgot to mention that. They are all on Zoom. Exactly. Okay. If you want me to go into a little more detail, when the classroom is like, let's say it's 1 o'clock, at 12:50, 10 minutes before the 1 o'clock class, you will get a little notification on top to enter the classroom via Zoom. It's pretty simple.
And do you teach on your computer, your iPad, your phone? Where do you have these classes?
You can teach wherever you have the Amazing Talker app and Zoom. So your computer, your iPad, tablet, or phone. Of course, I like using my laptop because it's more professional. I have all my notes here and everything. But technically, you can use anything you want. I took a trial with a Russian tutor, and she was using a mobile device. So you can use whatever you want. It's your business, however you want to project yourself.
Okay. And okay, so there's an app that's like good with like your scheduling and everything?
Yep, there's an app to check, for example, what they call matches. When the system detects that your profile is being clicked on, or a potential student wants to, look through your things, they send you a notification so that you can send them a message right away. They advise teachers to contact them right away within 3 minutes. So they will be sending you notifications, which is why it's good to have the app.
Can you teach multiple student classes, or is it all one-on-one?
You start with one-on-one, and once you have a bigger base of students, then they allow you to make some group classes, but you have to have a regular base of students.
Oh, nah.
Yeah. That part is
How many students
controlled by them.
do you know how many students you have to have before they'll let you do group classes?
Good question. I do not. I'll have to search that. I don't do group classes, so I haven't, like, that was not my goal. So I didn't do that.
I
So,
prefer group classes. I think group classes are wonderful because it allows the students to have a lower price point. So it's more affordable for the students, but then you can also make a lot more money as a teacher because you're getting that price from each student. So, yeah. So you don't know much about the group classes, right? Or do you know a little bit about them?
not too much.
Not too much. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Do you know if they're like you said it like, hey, we're going to be teaching this class on Friday, every Friday at 1:00, and then they can enroll? Or is it kind of more of a, you manually enroll the students? Or I don't know because I don't do it.
Right. It's no, for that one you can set what do they call the little broadcast, or on your profile it'll show the available courses that you have. So a teacher can list it's kind of like OutSchool. They can list the description of their group class, and then what now, more insight beyond that I don't know, since I don't
They
do
can set the times for it too.
that. They
Okay. Well, that's cool. All right. So then Anna wanted to know if Amazing Talker provides teaching material. They don't have anything, right?
They do not. I have some a free sample for new teachers. I'm actually coming out with an ebook soon, but I have a free sample of, so that if you've never done your own materials, you can take a look at it and see if that will help your students. It's for intermediates, by the way. It's conversational lessons.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. So when you have that ready, let me know, and I will put that in the description box too. And I will also we'll also throw it up in the group. So if you're not a member of the group, I'll put it up here. But the group is online. I can't type online. ESL teachers success. It's a mouthful. And support.
It's empowering.
Yeah, so that is the Facebook group. So when she comes out with it, I'll do that. And then if you're looking for curriculum, I know Crystal ESL has some curriculum. She is going to be coming on this channel on the 20th to talk about the curriculum that she has. And there are some other curriculums. I would recommend that if you're not going to make your own, do not use stolen curriculum. That is like black market curriculum is really hot right now. And I would recommend staying away from it because you do risk legal action if they wanted to pursue it under the fair use laws. So, all right. So I told Favi we were going to be on here for half an hour, and I was a big liar, apparently. We're going to wrap this up. Before we go, does anybody have anything else they would like her to address? And while we're waiting for that, do you have anything else that you would like to throw out there?
Let me see. I believe we covered everything. Yeah, marketplace is the big thing. The more you put in, the more you get out. It's good for new teachers, but you do have to, work to provide your own lessons. Feedback is important. I think we've covered, a lot of the things I wanted to say.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. So it's a lot like the other marketplaces, with a few differences though. But and the major difference is that they don't care about nationality, which is a big thing for a lot of teachers, and it's multiple languages. So Kathleen said email marketing is a new idea to me, but a great idea. So this is actually something that in my membership program, and I should have put it in the description box, but I will throw it out there for you guys. In the let me see if I can do it here. Let's see here. So in my I can't talk. I can't multitask. Sorry. I put the link in the chat box, but in my membership program for teachers, this is actually something that we are going to be going over in detail. And email marketing is something that you can you should use for any way that you're marketing. Email marketing attaches to whether you're doing TikTok or Instagram or Facebook or WeChat or anything. Email marketing is the basis for everything. And actually, I haven't recorded the video. I do have a video I'm recording today that is going to be talking about marketing that's going to be on this channel as well. So if that's something that you want to learn about a little bit more in detail, or to get the basics of, then make sure you're subscribed, because that's probably going to come out tomorrow. And she says, where do you recommend to get curriculum from? There are places that I make my own curriculum. I personally make my own curriculum for my lessons. Favi, do you make your own curriculum?
Yep, and like I said, I'm offering a free sample, and then I'm coming out with an ebook later on, specifically for, not for kids, not for kids, for adults, conversational lessons, intermediate to advanced.
Okay, so let us know when you've got that, and I will put that in the description box of this video as well, so people can grab that from you. But there are a lot of places that you can get curriculum from. In the Facebook group, I'll put it up here again. In the Facebook group, there are a couple curriculum creators in there. One is called Koala something, and another one is called Crystal ESL. She's going to be on the channel later on. I personally make my own because I like to do games. There are Teachers Pay Teachers has some curriculum. You have to check to make sure they will allow it. That Teachers Pay Teachers was made for classroom teachers, but some people will allow you to use, you have to check with the creator to see if you can use it for profit or not. Again, as I'm running into Teachers Pay Teachers sellers that are allowing it, I'm posting that in the group in the guide section and the resources. Katie says, email marketing is a great way to build up good relationships with leads. You need to work on social media, et cetera, too, to get those leads too. Yes. But like Katie said, like everything, and she's good. She's actually a good one. If you want to go to her channel, she's got some good videos on like WeChat as well. And some others, she's got like the Chinese TikTok. She's got some good videos too. She's a good resource as well. Totally going to jump to the shout out Abridge Academy curriculum. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Can be used for profit and designed for online teaching specifically. Thank you, Katie. Yes. There are a lot of places that you can get curriculum from, but make sure that you have either, like, if you have to purchase a license for it or, whatever. I know that is one of the things going independent that scares a lot of people, because it's completely different when you have to make your own. A lot of us started on platforms like VIP Kid and Palfish and Whales, and where we were just handed slides and we just had to learn how to teach. Well, now it's time for you to step up. You've gotten your teaching skills. They gave you the chance to practice your teaching skills with the material right there. Now it's time to take it a step up and be your own boss and own it. Like, we started off, we were babies when we started there, right? But they're kicking us out of the house and we got to be grown-ups now. So, yeah. All right. Does anybody have anything else before we jump off here? If you are watching the replay and you have made it this far, because we were on for a while, and you have any questions, put them in the comment box. If you are a curriculum creator or curriculum, that you've used and you'd like to talk about it, by all means, jump on the channel here. And if you want to jump on the channel here, I will shout them out, because I'm all about teachers helping teachers. Yeah. All right. So thank you for coming on, Favi. If anyone has any questions, you can find her on Instagram and she will help you out. Here is her Instagram, and I will see you guys all later when I do the marketing video, I think. All right. So bye, guys.
All right.